Since we got home from Rockford, we've been pretty busy installing some upgrades to the camper and making some repairs. So we decided to take the weekend and come to a place that we have never camped at before, and that is Live Oaks Landing. It's been really yucky weather the whole time. We did get some droning in one day. Our grandson came and stayed with us one night, but we still had a great time. This is a really beautiful place, and we hate to leave today, but we definitely know that we want to come back. But before we get into some of the droning that we did here and some of the other things, let's go back and talk about what we've been doing around the camper the last couple of weeks.
One of the bad things about these trailers, and I would recommend you replace these right away, these stairs. These take a lot of maintenance. I use a lot of lubricant on it so they do the slide up in there. But look how flimsy these things are. We've almost fallen out of our trailer a few times with this system. We will sometimes put bricks underneath, but putting bricks underneath, you still have flex on either side, and it's just not that great. The worst part about these stairs is folding them back in, because they like to jam right in here, and any kind of rust makes it difficult. You gotta get it straight on, and I usually lubricate it and have to lubricate it all the time to keep it going. So those are done. We're done with those. We have a better system now. These are the perfect stairs. They are so solid, and as you can see, they tuck right up inside the unit. They're very easy to install too. It only took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws to put this in. And you got a latch here that is automatically ready for your door. So you pull it down, and that's it. It's lightweight, it's aluminum, and this thing is solid. And it's got a really nice big step at the beginning. So we're so thankful we have these. I have my grandson and my drone all the time in my arms, and this is the way to go.
In addition to doing some upgrades here in the camper, we've been doing a lot of organization also. We realized this hurricane season, when we had to evacuate very quickly, that we have really settled in due to COVID. We haven't been able to travel as much, so things aren't as organized as they are when we travel. So we've been working at getting back to that place again. And it's amazing what you accumulate when you're settled in one place. This area has always been the most difficult part for me in the camper to organize, believe it or not. This piece of trim right here is pretty deep, so I can't put anything with shelves inside because the bottom shelf wouldn't open. And I can't put anything that's very wide because of the pipes there. So I've just been trying a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It always ends up being kind of my catch-all and just a mess. I don't even want to get into it half the time. So I've worked really hard at minimizing the things I have, first of all, and then getting it organized in a way that when we move, it's not falling all over the place, and in a way that works really well for me. This crate fits into that back corner where nothing else will fit. So I keep things in it that we don't use very often. Ant killer, strapping tape, things like that. Things that I just use every now and then. But I need them, so I don't want to, be without them. Then I Velcroed this basket that's got just some odds and ends in it, different cleaning things that, you buy a package of those scrubbers and you get 3 of them, or you get a bunch of SOS pads. These are extra clothespins in here. So this flops around when we move, so I zip tied this to the container. So in here I have some more clothespins, because I use those for like potato chip bags and anything that you would use a clip for. My butane lighters are right there handy. We know where they are. I have a bunch of command strips and hooks, which I'm probably going to get rid of all of these because I fight them all the time down here in this humidity. Well, there you go. Perfect example of why. That was perfect timing. I'm done dealing with them. This was a silverware holder that I bought that just didn't really work for us. So I've got all our batteries organized and right in the front so I know where they are. My garbage bags, these are magazine holders that you just get at Walmart. And I've got my aluminum foil baggies saran wrap in the front one, and in the back it's got extra dish soap. There's some magic erasers that you can't see, the Swiffer jet pads, which I'm going to be doing away with those also. My cutting board, so now it is so organized and everything is right where I need it to be and within my reach.
One of the better improvements we've made to this trailer is replacing the door lock. And this door lock is a keypad, so we don't need to use our keys anymore, which is a real great convenience. We have 3 daughters, and if they need to get into this unit, they know the code, and it works flawlessly. It's very easy to install too. And it uses the deadbolt to lock in. So to install this, all I had to do is take out the old guts of the handle and put this one in, and it takes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6 screws, and you're done, complete.
So I'm having to do this part of the video while I'm traveling because as I was editing the video last night, I realized that I had the slow motion on. One thing that we haven't liked about this camper is the lighting in the bedroom. We have 2 lights in there and both are super, super bright. We ordered a light that was supposed to have a dimmer on it, but instead it really has 2 settings. One is still super bright, brighter than it was before, and the other one is this little blue light that's basically like not having a light on at all. So instead of ordering another light, we decided to try some LED light strips. It gives great indirect lighting. It's the perfect amount of light for reading at night, and it just looks really pretty. This is what it looks like at night. This is just a little upgrade we made, but it made such a difference. We got a lot of work done, but still had time for play. Some friends and I hiked into an area of Gulf State Park that still has a lot of hurricane damage. We were looking for a couple of rare plants. We found them and even saw a cottonmouth. A friend and I hiked at Five Rivers Delta, and even though it was chilly, we still saw a lot of signs of spring. We went back the next day to take a wild native kayak tour of the Mobile-Tensaw Delta. It was a gorgeous day, too chilly to see alligators, but the birds didn't seem to mind at all. We saw pie-billed grebes, American pelicans, great and snowy egrets, white ibises, northern harriers, and a belted kingfisher, just to name a few. This wasn't our first tour with Wild Native and won't be our last. The guides are extremely knowledgeable about the area, and we always come away amazed at all we saw. Another friend joined us a few days later to kayak at Graham Creek Nature Preserve. It was a perfect spring-like day. Once again, the birds did not disappoint. We must have been there around their lunchtime because they hunted the entire time. As we rounded a bend, a deer ran into the woods, making a perfect end to our afternoon. Another springy day gave us a great hike at Bon Secours National Wildlife Refuge. We're up here on the Mobile-Tinsaw Delta, and this is the Tinsaw River. Even in the winter, it's so beautiful. We had a lot of rain this morning and are supposed to get some tonight and then most of the day tomorrow.
A friend of Suzanne's told her about a beautiful park in Stockton, Alabama, so we decided to camp there for a weekend. We knew rain was coming, so as soon as we got settled in, we put the drone up.
Our grandson camped with us for one of the nights. Whenever there was a let-up in the rain, we headed outside. He loved watching the ducks that hung out in the pond. Even though the weather mostly kept us inside, our grandson was thrilled with the puddles it gave us.
Fortunately, we had windows of time to get outside for his favorite activity, droning. There was plenty to do inside as well. We made a really good hot chocolate mix. A link to the recipe is in the description below. Our last morning there was beautiful. We packed up in a hurry so we could spend as much time outside as possible before we had to leave.
we were very glad that a friend told us about Stagecoach Cafe, which is very close to Live Oaks. Great southern food. On the way back to the coast, we stopped at Streets in Bay Minette. It's another great restaurant. We thoroughly enjoyed our weekend at Live Oaks and can't wait to go back. If you enjoyed our video, please subscribe, like, and comment below. We look forward to having you follow us on our journey.